Hey everybody, this is Dick and XLR bringing you a deck profile of one of my most favorite decks out of this entire card game. So as you can already see from the opening, I have here 3 Thunder Seahorses, so that gives you an idea what I'm running. So yeah, it says Thunder Family. So yeah, pretty much start off 3 Thunder Seahorses. You basic search of the deck, pretty much thins out your deck, and you want to thin your deck out really fast to get to all your other cards. So next up, we are moving to the next card, which are going to be 3 Maw and 3 Ponder. Basically, they're your additional normal summon monsters, which actually does pretty good work into plays because you can just activate their effects first, and if you haven't normal summon yet, that turn, and then just go off using your regular normal summon, which I'll tell you about certain plays for this deck after a while. And last one is your Recycler, 2 600s. Okay, next up we have our main special summoner, which are going to be 3 Veteran AAAs. Basically, they're pretty much a universal monster here, because first off, they're pretty much a pitch fodder, because you can recycle them easily, and also, they pretty much use special 1/1 from the grave off another one's effect. So that's pretty good. Next up we're going to have is the hand draw, so it's going to be 1 Honest, because all of them are light. And last but not least, pretty much the best card to have this format, which are going to be 3 Effect Failures. Because basically, I feel like Effect Failure is really good in this format, only because everything's so effects heavy, and it's a slow format, and Maxi is not going to cut it. Not at all. Some decks, yes. There's most decks, no. And last but not least, we're going to have our other pitch fodder, and also draw power, which are going to be Ds. Basically, it's a really good first turn with Thunder Seahorse if you have it, so that way you can get some more cards. Okay, so for our spells, we have 1 Dark Hole. Yes, this is a custom made one that my friend LaRon made, and I also make them too, so if anyone wants one, I got you. Next up we're gonna have is 2 Recycling Batteries. Pretty good. Like, there's so many variants to where, like, I've seen people ran 3. A lot of times 3 does get cloggy, and 1's not, you pretty hope that you would draw it, but you don't. So I like 2. It's in the middle. 1 Book of Moon to stop those certain plays. And 2 Forbidden Lance to make plays and also protect myself against other cards. And that's finally one of the best cards I actually decided to add in here, which are going to be 2 Dimensional Pieces. Basically, there's a play into this, which I'll explain later. But not right now, I want to get done with the deck list. But, yeah. So let's go into the trap cards, which are going to be 2 Marine Force, 1 Torrential, 1 Bond Strapple, 1 Compulse, my own personal tech choice, 2 Phoenix Wing Blast. That's what I meant the whole entire time for pitch fodder, because for one thing is, it gets rid of a lot of stuff, it gets rid of every card known to man. Extra deck wise, go right to extra deck. Top deck to they have a spell card that hurts you, put it back on top deck, and then go off that turn. 2 Trap Stuns to go off on plays and to stop certain things. 1 Solemn Warning negate summons, and pretty much Vanish's Emptiness, and 2 Vanish's Emptiness to stop special summons. So yeah. So last but not least, let's move on to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, I have is 1 Cowboy, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Emerald to recycle all your exceeds, basically. 1 Laval Chain to actually get off first turn, which I do like to get off, to actually search for to top deck into a Thunder Seahorse if I don't have one, or to pitch something in the grave to recycle. 1 Mind Stroke for defensive moves, and also to put stuff face down for certain cards. Last but not least, we're going to have our MVPs of the deck. My favorite cards, 2 Stars by Dynamo, pretty much. It's just plus for days with this card. And then next up, we are going to have 1 Black Ship of Corn to get those defensive cards off the field. 1 Power Operative, again, to get those defensive cards off the field. Next but not least, we're going to have the 2 Synchros, Exceed monsters I go into the most. Constellar Omega. Basically, if your opponent has like a very vast back row, this stops them in their tracks, because pretty much they can't get rid of it unless they waste certain cards. And I can just recycle them pretty easily. Next we have is Gem Knight Pearl. Basically, it's your beater, and there's really nothing to it. And also you can recycle it from the grave using emerald to revive it. And next but not least, we have our 3 level 4 ones, which are going to be 1 for dragon to get rid of field. This one's be games a lot. 1 or burrows to stun your opponent at least. And last but not least, 1 shark drake to get massive damage on the field. So yeah, that's my deck profile of my one and only Thunderhounds deck. And if y'all have any intakes on the deck, you know, how you like it, what you dislike about it, and your tips about it, that would be pretty helpful. Even though I've worked on this deck for months, and I kind of mastered it, not quite, because there's a lot of plays that you can put into, because you always learn something new about a deck if you make that mistake and you think about it. So yeah, so just hit that like button a lot if you like it, comment below, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and yeah, peace.